Friends, today we continue with the lessons that we can learn from the book of Matthew, and this is part 2 of the series. And in Matthew chapter 5, verse 33, we learn that it is not only wrong to break your promise to God, but it is also wrong to use a vow when you make a promise. Do not swear by heaven, earth, or even by your head when you are making a promise. A simple yes or no will do. So those ones who are fond of swearing, just simply make a promise and say that I will do this or I am not able to do it. That one will do. There is no need to swear or make a vow. Do not take revenge on someone who wrongs you. If someone wrongs you, forgive them and let it go. And if someone asks you for something, give it to them if you have it. Love your enemies and pray and bless them. Love your enemies and pray for them and bless those who persecute you. Strive to be perfect just like God in heaven. Friends, today we continue with the lessons that we can learn from the book of Matthew. This is part 2 of the series. And in Matthew chapter 5:33, we learn that it is not only wrong to break your promise to God, but it is also wrong to use a vow when you make a promise. Do not swear by heaven, earth, or even by your head when you are making a promise. A simple yes or no will do. So do not make promises to God which you cannot keep. If you are not able to keep them, don't make the promise. And do not swear or make a vow when making a promise. A simple yes or no will do. Do not take revenge on someone who wrongs you. If someone wrongs you, forgive them and let it go. If someone asks you for something, give it to him if you have it. Love your enemies and pray for them and bless those who persecute you. Strive to be perfect just like God in heaven. When you go out to give to the needy, do not make a public show of it for everyone to see. Make your donation a private matter so that God who is seeing you will reward you for it. So here we learn that when you are going to do your charity work to help the needy, do it in private, and God who is seeing you doing this act of service to humanity will reward you. And then in chapter 6, we learn that do not pray like the hypocrites who stand up to pray in the streets so that everyone can see them pray. When you pray in your room privately. This is referring to those ones, especially street preachers who like standing in the streets shouting loudly and praying loudly so that everybody can know that they are prayerful. It is enough for God to know that you are devoted and obedient to Him. You do not need to prove to everyone else in public that you are devoted to God. When you are fasting, do not put on a sad face. Do not walk around looking untidy with dry lips to show everyone that you are fasting. Wash your face, look tidy so that others will not know that you are fasting, because fasting is between you and God, and God who sees you fasting in private will reward you. So you just need to look tidy, go about your business as usual, but continue with your fast. And God who is seeing you doing it privately will reward you for this. Do not store up riches here on earth where robbers can steal them. Store your riches in heaven because your heart will always be where your riches are. You cannot be a slave of two masters. You can only be loyal to one, meaning that you cannot serve both God and money. Do not be worried about the food that you will eat. Make God your provider and He will provide for you. Concern yourself with what God requires of you and God will provide your needs. Do not judge others so that God will not judge you, because God will apply the same rules to you that you apply to others. Treat others as you would want them to treat you. If somebody, for example, has sent you a message requesting you for something, if you are able to do it, respond immediately. But if you're not able to do it, also respond immediately and tell them, I am not able to do this for you or to give this to you. But do not ignore the person, because how would you feel if the shoe was on your foot and you had asked somebody something and they are not responding to your message? So the lesson to learn here is treat others as you would want them to treat you. Pass through the narrow gate, because the gate to hell is wide and the road that leads to hell is easy to travel in. But the gate that leads to eternal life, the road through it is hard and narrow and hard, and very few people find it. So we are told here that the life that if you choose to be righteous and you're aspiring for eternal life, it is not easy. The road there to eternal life is very hard, full of trials and tribulations, and you need discipline. But if you want to get eternal life, you need to pass through that narrow road with all that comes with it. Otherwise, if you choose the wide gate that goes to hell, it is wide and easy to pass, and that's why there are so many people using it. And that's why you will find very few people choosing the path of righteousness, because it takes a lot of discipline, a lot of sacrifice, and a lot of devotion to God.